Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. I only want to focus on the short term here as we're exploring this short-term bullish pattern, the possible breakout pattern. At the moment, we only have 3 waves to the upside. If you like to see a little bit more context, I think in the last 3 or 4 videos, I explained the larger degree wave count as well, and why there are significant opportunities that we could now be in a breakout pattern rallying higher in a third wave. So we have the situation that this move up could have been a wave 1, the move down here a wave 2 to the 18th or 19th of June low, then a third wave to the upside in 5 waves, and Bitcoin could now be in this fourth wave pullback. It basically already fulfilled the minimum that I would like to see for a wave 4 pullback, even though I'd like it to go a little longer. The wave 2 was very shallow. So the wave 4 could go a little deeper. That's as per the guideline of alternation in Elliott Wave. Doesn't necessarily need to, right? I mean, in a wave 4, what you typically want to see is a reaction, above the 50% retracement. So it doesn't mean it needs to go down that low. That is purely support. It doesn't need to go that low, but it is still fairly likely to get at least sort of to the 38.2 retracement of the third wave. That's at 29,180. And if we zoom in a little bit, I mean, it's always dangerous to really go any more micro than this, but we can make an attempt to label the subwave structures. And here in this wave 4, there are a few possibilities. First of all, this could be an Elliott Wave triangle because the first move down was corrective, so it could be an A wave. The move up was corrective, could be a B wave. The move down was corrective, could be a C wave. And it ended above the A wave low. So we've got this idea of a possible triangle. If it now makes a lower high and another higher low, then this could end the wave 4. That's definitely possible. Again, this is more like an idea. Just wanted to show you there are multiple examples of how this could be unfolding. The triangle could also be the other way around, but it's way too early to confirm that. So it's much more important to understand where should price go to ideally. And in a wave 4, price should go ideally into the region, in this case, between 28.7K and 29.8 pretty much. So between the 50% and the 23.6 retracement. And it's basically reached or nearly reached the 23.6 fib retracement already, but it would be, in my opinion, likely that it goes a little lower. And ideal target is always for a wave 4, the 38.2 retracement. And we also have a possible trend channel. Now, this is purely a parallel trend channel based on a nicely defined trend line up here, and then just taking the parallel line and adding it to the wave 2 low down here. This is not necessarily a super reliable channel, but it's sort of my best take on this. Could imagine that it finds some support here, because if this is a diagonal, which it could be as well, prices often adhere to trend lines. We'll see. It's more for info. I think important are these Fibonacci levels, and if they hold, then we can get a wave 5 with a decent likelihood. And a rally above the last swing high, which could be a B wave high. So another interpretation is this: A wave down, B wave up, and the C wave down in an ending diagonal. The B wave high, when broken, could indicate that the wave 5 is in the making. Now, the wave 5 target we get to in a minute, but the B wave high is at 30,500. So a break above 30,500 would indicate that this fifth wave has started. Now, what would be a target for the fifth wave? It is hard to say without having a defined low in place for wave 4. Because one way of calculating target for wave 5 is we need a low in wave 4. Otherwise, it's really hard. I mean, let's take a look at a few options how we can calculate target for a wave 5. So I have to make something up, basically. Not make something up, but we have to assume that the target, we have to assume an end for wave 4. So in this case, I will pick the 38.2 Fib retracement, because this is typically the ideal target for a fourth wave. So let's pick that and calculate the target for the wave 5 based on that. If it goes up already now, then I'd rather be a bit more conservative and rather state a lower target. Now, target-wise, one way of measuring it is we take the length of waves 1 through 3 and go to the low of the wave 4. In this case, I would then pick the 38.2 retracement, and then we look at the following levels. Standard levels are the 38.2 extension, that's at 31,488. That would be a new local high above the April high already. The next level, and that's in my opinion a far more likely one for a wave 5 in Bitcoin, is here, the 61.8 extension, but it is quite high already, right? We talk here about nearly 33K. To be precise, it's 32,887, plus minus a few dollars depending on the exchange. It can always extend higher, okay, but this is sort of the standard extension zone. Yeah, this is sort of what we're looking for. I mean, another way of measuring target is we take the length of just wave 1 and we go to the low of the wave 4. And again, I have to pick the 38.2 extension retracement. And then one common target is here, the 1-to-1 ratio, the 100% extension, and that's at 31.2K. That is pretty much in line with the April high. So I wouldn't be surprised to just test this. But it would be better for a more reliable breakout setup and signal if price breaks to new highs, even though if it might just get rejected afterwards. And then as soon as we have 5 waves to the upside, we should get a 3-wave pullback in a wave 2 that could very much send us down back into the 27, maybe 28K region. But it's a bit too early to state a retracement target for that. Yeah, that's the situation at the moment, plus obviously all the info I gave in previous videos, but I can't repeat everything in every single video. This is really literally just a short-term update. Always important to know the context as well. If you want to know more context, subscribe, maybe even check out the channel membership. There's a lot of additional content that comes out there every single day. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links for those in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.